genuine and unprompted. Ho, 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 my little elves. Oh, the spirit of this season has taken over me like a rash that simply will not go away. And I'm here to deliver a delightful and not at all inappropriate holiday-themed tale to jingle your holiday bells. Yeah, who's ready for yet another holiday-themed tale pulled straight from the public domain? Yeah! That's very good to hear. Today's story is one of my personal favorites. It's a classic holiday tale of good and evil, filled with greed, a nice four-poster bed, and a bunch of hideous mutants and creepy, spooky ghosts. Ooh. Yeah, I know, it's kind of a creepy choice for a holiday tale, huh? Probably should have done this in October, don't you think? You know what? We're already all out here, and this is the show that they're literally paying me to do on the schedule, so let's get on with it, shall we? Oh, this is very exciting. Oh, by the way, this story in particular is also brought to you by Disney Plus! Yeah! Please cheer louder so they'll give me a bonus. Disney Plus! Yeah! That's right, everybody. Disney Plus is paid to keep little old Storytime around for the holidays. So be sure to check out all of the quality programming only available now on Disney Plus. All right, well, now that the pandering segment of this performance is over, let's get to the actual story, huh? For today's story, we travel back in time to jolly old England for a dignified holiday tale written by Sir Mr. Charles Xavier Dickens. Oh, this is very exciting for me, by the way, getting to do a Christmas story and all. It's rare that I get to sink my teeth into something filled with joy and uplifting messages, you know? Oh, such positive outlooks and hope, goodwill, and whatnot. Oh, page 1, line 1. Marley was dead. Wow, that is a very dark start to this story. I'm not sure Disney Plus signed up for all of that. Maybe I'll just skip ahead to the less morbid parts, huh? Let's see. Oh, here's a very nice uplifting sentence. The meanest man in all of London town was a vile, ugly, hairy, smelly, prickly, miserly old brute by the name Logan Easer Scrooge. Old Scroogey really did not like the holidays and always went around saying, "Bah humbug, bub." Whatever that means. He had a very handsome, extremely charming and funny, although a bit of an acquired taste, I will admit, employee by the name Wade Cratchit Poole. Yeah, thank you. See what I did there? Thank you very much. He is the hero of the story, so I'm glad you clapped. Thank you very much. Poor Wade, he just wanted to enjoy the holiday season and have literally a single day off in his entire career. But old Scroogey was like, "Get back to work, Bob, all right? Come on and count me money." He was really not a nice man. Did I mention he was miserly and somewhat Australian? Well, anyway, because Scroogey was such a naughty little mutant, he was visited by one of his dead partners. One of his ex-partners, if you will. He was an X-Men. And he told him that he would be visited in the night by 3 ghosts who will restore his belief in the Christmas spirit. This troubled old Scroogey, who slept very uneasy that night. Kind of like when you have one too many chimichangas before beddy-bye time. Suddenly, a bright light shone through his window. He sauntered over, ripped open the blinds, and saw that it was none other than Johnny Storm. All flamey and bright. Not Steve Rogers like we all clearly wanted, but that's all right, he's still cool. Actually, he's not cool, he's more so hot. Anyway, everything he said was pretty much filled with vulgarities that, quite honestly, I cannot repeat here at the Disneyland Resort. Registered trademark. But long story short, he shows Scroogey his sad past. His sad origins, if you will. Yeah, and I will. And then the ghost of Christmas Present shows up, and it's just this giant, child-minded figure, way larger than a normal man should be, with a body made completely out of metal and a very obnoxious Russian accent. Sounded a little something like this. Lokanizar Scrooge, gaze upon the Cratchit Pool family and see your shame. He shows them a picture of a beautiful Cratchit Pool family living in a small but humble studio apartment off of Pico and Crenshaw. Blind Al was there, Dog Pool, and little tiny Peter Pool, who was obviously sickeningly ill and leaning on a small crutch. They could barely get by on the meager salary that Wade's boss had given him. This caused old Scroogey to finally feel a single emotion, the first he's felt in hundreds of years on this planet. So much so that a single salty tear began to trickle down his chiseled, mewing jawline, soaking into his luscious mutton chops. It was like the ending of a perfect rom-com, like the proposal. Anyway, then the ghost of Christmas Days of Future Past showed up, and yeah, honestly, I'm not even gonna go into all that. It's kind of scary and convoluted. The timeline gets all jumbled up. It quite honestly almost ruined the franchise, but the ghosts show Scroogey that he needs to keep the spirit of the season deep, deep within his heart all year round. Meanwhile, tiny little Peter Pool narrowly escapes death because Scroogey paid to get his little legs fixed, and they become chums. Scroogey's true to his word and becomes a better mutant. This is my favorite part of the story. And then, tiny little Peter Pool, on his newly refurbished legs, waddles over to old Scroogey McDuck, grabs him by his very muscular inner thigh muscles, and exclaims for all to hear, "God of thunder bless us, everyone!" Yeah, that's right, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. The house was soaking wet, actually, with tears. And they all lived happily ever after. Especially because this story in particular has been rehashed and merchandised dozens of times over the years. It's what we like to call in the business easy money. Well, to be fair, it is a very spirited tale. And on that note, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for coming. No offense, but an even bigger thank you to Disney Plus. Check out all the quality programming only available now on Disney Plus. Happy holidays, everyone. On Dasher, on Donner, on Topender we ride. Just think, little boy, if it wasn't for Disney Plus, none of us would be here right now. I know I'd sure be unemployed. Bye, everybody. Disney Plus. Bye. Just make sure when you leave the Disneyland Resort today, registered trademark, go home, kick your boots off, and turn on some Disney Plus. I like your tattoo, sir. Yeah, I'll get a selfie with you. You just made the nice list, all right. Goodbye, everyone.